Guys who also love their job because you can't solve the crime without first having a body.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kevin.
And welcome to our studio.
I started in horror, doing a lot of horror films back in the 80s. I did Chucky from Child's Play, Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street films, The Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt. And then I moved into more A-list films like Starship Troopers, Face Off, and right actually behind me is, in these cases, is John Travolta and Nicolas Cage from Face Off. So what we do on this show is we're the special effects makeup department. We handle anything from makeup, little wounds on people and the actors, all the way to this kind of stuff, which is all the bones and all the victims that have died. And what we start with is we basically start with raw bone. I mean, this is a skull. We go to a company called Bone Clones, and we take their raw bones and then we build up through a process of latex and silicone. We build up layers and we create dead-looking flesh.
Probably one of the more difficult things, at least I had to do on set, is in an episode with a mummy. We had to peel a skin off of a hen.
So what we'll start with is usually a hand cast. We'll actually take an impression of an actor's hand. So you can see, if you look closely, there's all kinds of detail. There's wrinkles, there's pores, there's lines, knuckle, detail. This is from an episode where there's a piece of skin with a tattoo on it. On one side we have the tattoo, there's actually pores and wrinkles. On the other side there's a little bit of schmutz, a little blood. And these are found inside the belly of a bear.
I would say that probably one of the most gruesome ones was this guy that was hanging up on the wall. He was skinned, his face was skinned. When we were there, Emily and David both came into the room and they looked at this and they were horrified. I mean, actually horrified. And I said, I take that as a compliment.
It's break time, but when we come back, we get up close and personal with the lab geeks. I love geeks. I mean,
then I'm a geek.
Yeah. And find out how much the cast really knows about the bones.
Oh, is this the quiz? Oh,
Yes.
she's going to give the quiz. She gave everybody a
You
little
can try.
anthropologist quiz.
These secrets and more up next. Infinity returns. I'm Lisa Joyner, and this time we're breaking down bones. Okay, no crime is solved without some help from the supporting characters. On this show, it's the co-worker, the protege, the boss, and the best friend.
I play Dr. Daniel Goodman. The character is an archaeologist and he's the boss, so this is what I get to do. Identify those remains. Find out who that is. Do it fast. We want this done yesterday. And then I get to leave.
I play Dr. Jack Hodgins. I'm kind of the bug and slime expert. I've got an anger management issue.
I play Angela Montenegro, and I play Temperance Brennan's best friend and kind of kooky sidekick at the office. But I also create these holographic computer programs that bring the bones to life.
I play the character of Zach Addy. My character's a genius.
Would you consider yourself a geek or a nerd on the show?
I didn't think of him as like a geek at all when I first started playing it. Then I would see people on the internet say, well, the typical geeks on the show and stuff, and I was like, what? They're not me.
I love geeks. I mean, I totally
well, then
love
I'm a
geeks.
geek.
Yeah. You have a few anger management issues on the show?
Yes, yeah. Zach has major anger management issues, but he's been working on it. He always has this on. This is his rubber band. It's kind of a snapping to kind of cool himself down and everything. He just has this kind of built up, tension in him, I think based on his family and how he grew up and everything like that.
So unlike you, TJ, the master of relaxation.
Complete opposite.
Do you consider yourself an expert in anything in real life?
Musical theater.
Really?
And NBA basketball.
Oh.
Yeah, send it. I can tell you anything about either.
I'd say Shakespeare.
Really?
Yeah, sort of.
Could you get... How can you be a sort of expert?
I'm a sort of expert. I've done a lot of Shakespeare in my life.
I wouldn't call myself an expert in anything. I don't want to be an expert in anything.
LeBron, Kobe, Steve Nash. I think Steve Nash is falling down a bit. Elton Brand here in LA looks really good.
The expert. You got it. To work in a real forensics lab, you got to be a whiz at science. And I'm always curious to know how much of that know-how actually rubs off on the actors. We have a bit of a forensic quiz, a couple questions.
God.
Humans were born with 300 bones, but as adults we end up with how many?
206.
There's 206 of them. This is C1, by the way. I know that because I dealt with it yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, is this the quiz? Oh,
Yes.
she's going to give the quiz. She gave everybody a
You
little
could try.
anthropologist quiz.
You could try.
206
you could
bones.
The smallest bone in the body is located where?
Probably, I'd say the ear.
Are you serious?
Isn't it?
You're a genius. True or false?
Okay.
Your hair continues to grow after you die.
True.
False.
False.
Hair does not continue to grow. Instead, the skin tends to retract, which makes the hair protrude more.
I think mine would though, because I kind of got this fro.
Can I touch it? May I touch your hair?
But I feel like
Wow, it's so full. How many bones in the human foot?
in the human foot.
You know this one, don't you?
No, I don't. I should.
In the foot, a lot. A lot.
28.
That's a lot.
How many teeth does an adult human normally have?
No, 24, 28, 20, 16, 18, 19, 32.
Quick, count yours.
Yeah, everything. I don't know, what? 26?
Oh, you were so close. 32.
Have I gotten anything right?
No, no. I helped you with one. What is the final thing that decomposes in a human body?
Well, for an Italian,
Yes.
that never decomposes.
It's their tooth enamel.
Is that right?
Yeah. And can you point to your humerus?
My humerus? Let me think. My humerus. Here?
It's your upper
Here.
arm bone.
Humerus and radius. Humerus, right?
Yeah.
Close. Come on, that's in
TJ's
between.
not doing too. He's really nice.
I do
He's got great
bugs
hair,
and
but
slime. I don't do bones.
The Jeffersonian looks like a state-of-the-art facility, but how much of this lab is for real? Eric and TJ give us the $1 million tour.
Boil bones in there.
Boil bones and things.
Boil bones.
Plus, Michaela Conlon takes us on a very special shopping trip.
This is the best day off I've ever had.